We didn't get like Cardi. So 2 years ago, we had negative 40 degrees. He's just gonna put
Look at Martin like, hey.
Just gonna start the stream.
Yeah.
Negative 40.
What's up, man? I couldn't log on. I couldn't log on my computer.
So,
yeah.
Computer. Okay.
The computer. So for some reason, I gotta go into the settings, and it asked me for a new PIN. So every so often, it asks me, "Hey, change your PIN." Like it locks me out. I have to put the current one and then a new one.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, cool.
I got to go into settings and change that. So,
well, at least you got the email now. You can just get into the stream.
No, I don't. Oh, I have the email. I still can't get on my own. I have to go into that email every time.
Find the PIN number, get the PIN number, come back into the stream.
Yes,
I do that too. Which I still don't understand why you have to do every time.
You were telling me like, oh, it's your Twitch thing. I'm like, no, it's not, bro. Like if Brian was so convinced
when
that it was Twitch, I'm like, no, it's not.
So I had Facebook. I was the first person that put a Facebook on. When it logged out, it logged me out every single time for like months, and I didn't understand what it was. And then when we finally got it back on, as it was always on there, then I was always logged in.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why I thought that is the exact same thing that happened to me. What was happening to you?
No.
Speaking of Facebook, we might not be live on Facebook.
No, we're not.
It's not because Facebook.
When I was coming in, it said there was an issue with Facebook.
Oh no, that's all on Tank.
No, it's Facebook all around.
Facebook. I think it's Facebook.
Tank did it.
Yeah, Tank. Gosh, dang it.
Not Zuckerberg.
Let Tank figure it out.
Is you busy playing Spider-Man? What's he doing? Why is he not on?
Yeah, why isn't he streaming that, man? He streamed it for 1 day.
No, 2 days. He's done it twice at least.
Yeah, so the problem is that he hasn't been playing as much. Because I'll talk to. We're actually going to. As soon as we're done tonight, we're going to go on and finish our Halloween stuff. Right after we're done with this.
Okay. All right. Well.
Oh crap! Are we supposed to wear? Oh no! It's this Sunday Halloween show.
Yeah, this Sunday should be.
Wait, are we doing another draft? Are we doing a candy draft?
I want to do.
It has to be this Sunday. Yeah, it has to be.
Is that what we're doing? Yet.
Yep, Sunday night. I think it's going to have to be.
So, does this mean we're doing both Spoiler Kings and Dynasty Pylon?
I don't see why we wouldn't.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I don't know if you guys been talking about it over there, but we always do the candy draft. It don't matter.
We haven't talked about it at all, but I know we.
Good morning.
We saying it.
How are you?
Morning.
I don't know. I like if it would make sense that we do it here, right? Because it is a draft. The hell is that?
S'more.
A s'more.
Oh,
yeah. My baby brought me a s'more. She's like, "Thank you, baby."
Get back up.
Wait, is that a Niners jersey? I thought it was a Browns jersey, but no, black and orange.
No, it says 49 right there.
Yeah, well, I saw the 49ers, so I was like, okay, all right. Dude, hey, did you just get that?
This is my Jerry Rice.
Okay.
So I've had Jerry Rice for a little bit, yeah.
I just ordered mine.
I just ordered me a Joe Montana, though.
I think me and Brian have a problem. We have a problem. You know what's funny? When he orders one, I just so happen to be waiting on my order already, or vice versa. You know what's coming in right now? A gold off with a golden jersey with the red lettering 49ers jersey.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Ayuk. So,
I like that one. So it's funny because you say that. So I ordered. This is like Sunday. I ordered. Randy Moss for New England. I have him for Minnesota, but I can't ever wear it. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. Okay. So I ordered from New England, and then I ordered Jalen Hurts the golden. It's a black and gold type of Eagles jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ordered what was it? Another Patrick Mahomes. That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yes. You were right about that, but you were also wrong as well. Okay, let me say something. That Thursday show, I don't know if you guys actually watched my Thursday show. It was a quick, brief one. So we were talking about the Thursday game.
Okay.
And you know what? Mark, this is probably annoying you. Should we start the show? Is it annoying you? It's probably annoying.
Just start it on a round number. That's
okay.
all I care about.
You see, he's like scratching a little bit.
He's the chapter guy, man. You know he's got to look at the time. He's gonna figure out.
Start it on a round number. That's all I care about. 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes.
Let's do it at 5:36.
Yeah, you do that. I'm just gonna close my Word document and not care about it. That's how you're gonna do
it. We'll start it.
I already did pre-show shenanigans, and I'm just waiting on the intro. But
all right, we'll start. I know it's bugging, but no, we'll talk about that because you were wrong, I was wrong, you were right, but on certain things. But we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about it right off the bat in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning. It is Dynasty Pylon here, according to Kirk Cousins. Jonathan is here. God. It is Wednesday night, and week 8 was
crazy. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Week 8 was stupid. Or no, week 7. Sorry, week 7 was stupid.
Look, I don't know what happened, what was going on. It started off with the nice good one. Like, Jonathan, you said you were right about Michael Thomas. Okay. All right. You were right about that. But I did say it was going to be very close. Half that game, I was like, damn, I am clearly wrong. But they came back, and then exactly what I said. It was going to come down to, like, the wire. And sure enough, it did. Jags pulled it off. And I also said that ETN was going to be the first one to score the touchdown. I remember saying that. So... that I did say. I know you and Anthony were like, oh, it's gonna be so and so, and you were like, Michael Thomas. I'm like, it's probably gonna be Etienne, but hey,
Etienne didn't just do it, but Etienne also had 2 of them, and he looked really good running the ball in that first half. Yeah, and they forgot how to run again. I was like, what? You know he's good, right? And they just forget that he's there.
And I have one non-Saints jersey, and shockingly, it's Bucks jersey. I got Rashad White creamsicle jersey. Oh, that's not bad. A Rashad White.
I was Rashad White, really?
That's interesting. So you must be a Rashad White fan. I don't know. So we were like before the pregame, like the actual show. I don't know if we cut it out or not, but we'll probably leave it. We were talking about jerseys and how me and Brian have a weird addiction, and we kind of have this weird nagging of ordering around the same time. It wouldn't surprise me if myself and Brian order more right around when the season ends.
Always, because that's when you get the sale, and that's why I like it.
Well, we also I know you and I get the Super Bowl champ. Usually.
Always. So, I want the patch
because we got recently we ordered a Kelsey one together.
Exactly, and it was the exact same time. I was like, really?
It's the same one too, which is crazy. We don't call each other up or anything. It's just like, hey, did you? Yeah, I did. Yeah. All right, cool. I hate Aaron Jones Goff with the passion. But mainly Jones, I'm not playing. Look, I look, the Packers are weird. I've never liked them. They have weird decisions, and I don't know. The one who, Mark, how do you feel about the Packers? I don't like the way they run. We know how Brian feels about them, but how does Mark, like, when you overall look at the Packers, how do you feel about them?
Confused. Like, how are you going to come out, especially that first game against the Bears, and look almost unbeatable? Mm-hmm. And then you struggle for 3 quarters against the Saints, but then put it together, come back and win. And then now it's like you did absolutely nothing against the Broncos. Team that like everybody else has put points on.
But Mark, could it be that they have great coaching and the talent is not the same level as the coaching is? Possibly, you know what I'm saying? Like when you have a long time to prepare, the coaches could put the players in position.
They're also, as an offense, they're very young,
one-dimensional,
and very inexperienced on offense.
Yeah. That's true.
But I think the offensive line, just kind of like with Washington, is an issue for them. And then like their defense has probably been the bigger letdown for me because their defense could stop almost anybody. It feels like at times.
They should be the main reason why that team is surviving, but it's not.
They should, but yeah, that's what's with the young and experienced offense. You need your defense to step up, and the defense just really hasn't.
Yeah, I can't. I don't understand. Every year they confuse me. Every year, like, what are they going to do? What happens this time? Like, Jones obviously is still irritated with his injury.
Yep,
he probably re-aggravated it maybe a little bit because AJ Dillon is doing what we expected AJ Dillon to do
all last year. He's doing it now.
Yeah, like why? Like, are they pulling a John Rivera and be like, this guy's actually pretty good? Like,
they're like, hey, I got this guy. Have you ever met him? He runs really, really hard. In the fourth quarter, it does great. I don't know.
Who's this DeLeon kid that we've had? Like, bro, I don't get it. They annoy the crap out of me. It seems like they don't know what they're doing. Derek Carr has now driven, no pun intended.
Wow.
Two receivers insane with rotating.
Oh god, that's true. Olave just did get arrested.
And
so did Justin Ross.
But
they're doing it. He was like, "Don't you know I play for the Saints?"
The difference is Olave complied.
Olave didn't kill anybody either.
Oh,
that's a big difference.
Yeah. There's Olave won't get.
He was going 35 over the speed limit, but
he'll get a slap on the wrist, like battle up.
You say Addison didn't get suspended, and that guy was going like
115 or something like that.
115 and like a 55.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, but everyone's going 35 over the speed limit before. Like, you hit 90. That's not a crazy number.
No, well, okay. No, he didn't have a chance. No, well, what I meant by it is like he actually didn't like back talk or anything with the police when they arrested him or anything. He's just like, okay, yes, I understand what I did. Like he didn't back talk. He just like
he complied. He did everything he asked him to do.
Yes. Yeah, so Amon-Ra got me some much needed Alvin Kamara like points at the end of the game with them checkdowns to keep me afloat. But what was Jameson doing? I don't know.
It was the whole offense. That was not the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lion, I guess. They just did not show up against that.
No, but it's exactly what you guys both said. You both said if it's away, stay away. And it was. Goff was away, and you need to stay away from them because you don't know what it is. They're Jekyll and Hyde. If they're at home, you got to play them. But if they're not.
Yeah. Yo, I won. What is up?
It's awesome.
What was this for yesterday?
No, so
I had Downs on Born New England. Okay. Oh, I wasn't here for Sunday. That's right. So, okay, go ahead. Explain this.
No, because he was talking about actually this is last Wednesday because he first came on my show and then he jumped on Wednesday and we are talking about him about all his lineup and he won the matchup he has.
Okay, all right. I just forgot.
Yeah, I remembered you stand up shorts. I definitely.
There's at least one of us remembers. I remember who we.
No, you do remember because we talked.
I remember stand up in shorts. I don't remember what we talked about.
Okay, I got you.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't remember what if you because there's certain viewers that I remember that we talked about certain trades or whatnot that you guys talked about and I wasn't here. You weren't here. Like that's probably, I don't know.
This right here. This was freaking Braden. Puzzled as all heck on Sunday. And he's like, is Bijan even playing? Like, what the heck is happening?
That was so weird.
He's like, he's only been yeah. Well, we found out that later, but the Falcons said nothing. Nobody.
You know what? I wonder if he went out the night prior.
They said no, he came in, he told him Saturday night that he was getting flu-like symptoms. Mm-hmm. And then he woke up and it was awful, but he still came in and was doing stuff. And they said he had sore throat. They thought it was COVID at first. He took a test. It was negative. But all that stuff was going on since about 8 a.m. And the Falcons said nothing.
And they said nothing. So they're under investigation right now.
That is
about the NFL.
Because
a lot of people apparently lost a lot of money.
So, Martin, do you remember he said I'm 1-5, and he was talking about the trade and getting rid of all these people, and you said, "Hey, the season's not over. Hey, stick with your team."
Yeah.
So this is that. That's what he is. Yeah,
you got to be patient with. Yeah, it was like a big, massive trade about something. I'm like, no, don't do it. Yeah.
Said, don't hit the reset button. The season's not over. And we were talking about, hey, a lot of people going 0-3, 0-4. And and come back and won championships. Don't worry about it. You're gonna turn it around. You got this opportunity. You kept on saying, don't give up.
Mm-hmm. This is that time. Look, in 2 weeks, we are probably gonna start rolling out the rookies. It's that quick, because by week 10, you have lost your dynasty league or not. So stand up shorts. We talk about dynasty here. So, if you lost your league in dynasty, guess what? You're probably gonna have the number 1 pick, and now you probably want to start knowing who these guys are. So we'll probably showcase a video or two about a rookie every Wednesday. But other than that,
hey Mark, let your dad know I hate him a little bit. I don't know him, but I hate him a little bit.
I don't understand.
After 170 points, he almost put on me.
I don't understand what happened.
How do you think Martin feels?
I scored 135 points and 133 points.
He gave my mom her first win.
Yeah, but I had 133 points.
Me and Martin both had like the third and fourth most points. We just happened to lose to number 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, okay. Like, I know, and I was so confused. I'm like, how?
Well, trust me, I had to hear all about it. He called me on Monday night and was like, finally, Mahomes is having a Mahomes type week, and I can't believe Madison has all these points. And I was like,
literally, it took all those things.
Has to be a Mahomes type week. You were spoiled.
The fact that he needs to rely on his QB in order to win, and that's what's sad.
Yeah. But no, think Deontay Foreman, Jordan Addison, and Mahomes scored 115 points.
How about you lose because of the Bears again? I was like, man, Foreman went off.
Well, I mean, what can I wasn't even mad. I was just like, all right, well, if you're gonna score these touchdowns,
whatever. A 12 league. In a deep 12 league, who should even run back then? Yeah, no, the 12ers are hard. We're in a dynasty league with 12, so I understand the 12-man leagues. I've played nothing but 12. Like I've done 8. It's too easy. 10's too easy. 12 is just about right.
Daryl Henderson. Right now.
You said Henderson?
Oh
yeah,
Daryl Henderson is the answer right now. What you need to be looking
picked for. Up already. That should have been the one person to be picked up.
That's the first one.
Oh, too soon.
No.
If you're looking running backs, I'm telling you, Daryl Henderson and Josh Kelly. One, because Echo's always hurt. Echo's always hurt every other week.
Until Williams gets back, though.
What just gives you 2 weeks?
2-3 weeks, yeah, roughly.
Yeah, I mean 2-3 weeks for him, and then same thing for Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly's always going to be on and off, in and out, and he's available in most of these leagues. So I mean, I think those are things that you can do to kind of stay in contention, and then at the end of the season, it's all hell break loose.
We'll see. I know. Let's see. This week.
I'd like to offer my congratulations to you, Martin. You finally got your first win in the build blocks.
Oh, yeah. It was supposed
against me.
So here's the thing. I know if I would have, if my injuries weren't afloat, like from what I've been, because I've been a block behind the entire time.
Yeah.
My first win should have been about a week or two ago, if I timed it right. It should have been a week or two ago, because the last 2 weeks I've been losing by not that by much. But I know at some point I was going to catch up, and I might lose this week because Purdy might not play this week.
Yep, that's the same concussion protocol.
Yeah, they haven't ruled anything out, but I have a feeling it's going to happen. Giants turning it around. We'll see, man. If
Saquon plays, then you're good. If Saquon doesn't, that's it.
Yeah, I can't deal with streaming tight ends anymore.
I wouldn't know if I call that turning yourself around. You probably should have won that game, but
Jesus. I had Komet last week. He dropped 0. I had Ferguson the week before. He gave me 2, and his all traded Goddard for a few others between the Saquon. Look, tight ends are going to be tight ends. Yeah. This is why when you have a decent tight end, you just leave them. I don't expect them to do much, but that's the tight end world.
Unless you're G Money and you just get rid of Sam Laporta.
I was like, dude, so the top 3 tight end, you got Kelsey, you got Andrews, and you got Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta is the 3rd.
And he's a rookie.
As a rookie, but he's playing for the right team. So, like, him and then Hawkinson. So, like, if you have one of those 4, it's almost a huge advantage because the 5th guy averages 5 points a game. It's crazy.
What's crazy is in that trade, Fairmouth was involved.
And he's hurt.
And he's in the IR now.
Yep.
But he also got himself a 5th, a 1st, and a 7th.
Yeah, but that 1st is for like 10 years.
2026. Yeah. I look, James does what he wants.
And within a week or 2, that 1st will get traded.
Yeah.
For something else.
He says Joshua Kelly. Yeah, Brian, the dude sucks, but he's the only guy who's there. He's the only
healthy running back. That's what the problem is with them. And
behind
they have to run the ball.
Yeah.
And once again, I know the Bears defense has been doing well, but the running backs still do well against them. Receivers, their defensive backfield is actually decent. When all of them are healthy, they're decent. But running backs, they still don't have a good defensive line. So it's hard. You can still run on them. So I'm telling you, the Chargers are going against the Bears. Joshua Kelly is a play.
At this point, you kind of have to look at Ezekiel Elliott.
Exactly.
Joshua Kelly.
Yep.
Roshan Johnson.
Yep.
Who the Rams just move up again?
Darrell Henderson.
That's pretty much it.
And maybe Chuba.
Oh, yeah, Chuba. Yeah, Chuba Hubbard. Those are the 5 that you might, but again, they're not going to be like crazy off the wall. Like, I don't
know. They're glue. They're holding your team together. That's what they are right now.
Yeah. Maxx Crosby at 0.7 sacks almost screwed me. He was not meant to. Look, everybody. But you know what's crazy is because Mark went Maxx.
What did I say? Every time that I was watching that game, like,
Mark, are you ready?
I was watching that game. Let's do it right now. Yeah, let's do it. I was watching that game, and I was like, "You've got to be freaking kidding me!"
It was so funny because the Bears were the second worst pass blocking team for that week. They were the second worst at pass blocking. Well, Maxx Crosby did nothing. I have no idea.
Man, is this really happening?
I lost it.
This is ridiculous. The Raiders just did not even show up at all in that game.
So since Jonathan's bringing it up, we'll bring it right now. We're doing max or minimum Crosby, okay? This is a weekly segment that we do on IDP. Now, stand-up shorts, this is individual defensive players. Mark, when you ever ready, bring them up. But we kind of bet on the over-unders on what this man will perform. And so far, Mark has been
he's over.
Wrong.
I'm over.
And it's weird because we all guess right, or sometimes whenever he get the Bears should have let this man through like no other.
He was in the backfield. He just couldn't make tackles. He couldn't make. I don't know. Like he was blind. Bajan was right in front of him one time and he missed him totally. I don't know what is going on, but I mean, one time he blew up the right tackle, and he was standing there, and Bajan was coming right towards him, and he didn't go for the tackle. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what he was doing. I was confused. I don't know, man.
You heard of the IDP? Yeah, it's definitely different. Also, Myles Garrett has the best player. Yeah, Mark, where you at, man?
I've been saying that for.
I don't know what's happening.
What's up, Brandon Davis? How are you?
What's up, BD?
Speaking of running backs, I'd take a risk on Spears from 10. Yeah, that could be another one if he's there, but I would think he'd be gone right now. He could be. Check if Spears is there.
That explains a lot.
The thing about Tajay, I have to see the trade first. because yes, I think Derrick Henry's gonna go. I mean, should go.
He's being utilized though,
and that's the problem. So what Tajay is doing, he's not gonna give you RB1 or RB2 or RB3 numbers until Derrick Henry's gone.
He's gone, yeah. And
next year he's perfect.
I'm actually doing the same thing in one of my leagues. I'm actually doing the same exact thing with the 2 exact tight ends. And
now, my God,
what's up?
He was still over.
What?
What?
7.9 over 7.8.
He didn't get a sack, and he got it on tackles.
I guess. Sorry, I can't see it. Don't mind me.
Where you at, Mark?
I can't believe that. Honestly, I'm surprised.
All right,
he did have a lot of tackles, dude.
Right.
He was in a lot of tackles.
Calm down. I'm getting it.
I got it.
No, I got this. It's right here.
So barely.
Unbelievable. 7.9. That is crazy.
Okay.
Oh, but he had that tackle for loss. He had that 1 sack for 7 yards. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
3 assisted tackles. It almost doesn't seem like it adds up.
But this is also like a tackle per point league. So we were just going off of what he barely got it by 0.1. That's insane. I didn't think he got it.
I didn't think he did either. It was like most of the time when I saw, every time I looked, the Bears were one on offense.
Well, there you go, Mark.
But when they were running it like the whole time.
Yep, but he made a lot of tackles. He made a lot of tackles. Well, no, it wasn't even a lot of tackles. Really, what is it? That's 5.
Yeah, 5 solos. It was the sack that rose the point percentage, and that probably got him that 9. How many yards was it? Because we do yards on ours.
7.
7 yards?
Yep, 7 yards.
So it's 5 yards per point.
It's almost 3 points right there. It's almost 3 points right there.
Yep, that explains it. Yeah, I can't wait till next year when we up this, man. These IDP players are going to be more relevant in the league now, way more. So there it is. Next week he's got Detroit.
Oh, sorry.
That's next a great offensive
He's got
line.
Detroit.
Projected to do 7.63.
Man, the offensive line is so good.
7.63.
It's at Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
gonna say under.
I'm gonna say minimum too. I'm going minimum.
Yeah, but he's gonna go minimum Crosby.
I'm going Maxx.
You're going Maxx?
Man, we won. Yeah.
My streak is over.
I'm going to minimum Crosby on this one.
Although it is in Detroit, but
that's why. And that's why I'm going minimum. They're at home against a great offensive line. He's going to be going.
That offensive line didn't show up this past week, though.
Crosby probably watches the stream and decides to do the opposite of Mark's.
Feels like it. Kirk Cousins is watching.
He's like,
it certainly feels like it.
Oh, I'll show him.
He's got the under. I'm gonna really ball out today. Oh,
yeah, you know,
taking the day off, coach. Mark's got the under.
All right, I got 5 tackles. I can't do no more than this. I'm just gonna look out here and look pretty and not do anything. Oh man, that's hilarious. But what do we got this week? So again, so
7.6
minimum, and Mark, you're going over, or you're going Maxx?
I'm going Maxx.
All right, there it is. That's our guy. That is our guy. Just a little IDP. Throwing that. That's, we should. What would be really hard? Now, actually, it might be easy if we did this with Miles.
Miles is almost always over.
Well, Miles and Miles up. when the Raiders have their bye, we gotta try to do somebody else probably. So the void.
We should.
Dude.
We should. Yeah. That's
Myles Garrett is the best defensive player on the planet. He's been the best defensive end.
Me and Brian preach this all the time. It's funny because you said it yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I said it Thursday. Like, we don't even be talking about the Browns. We just randomly bring it up. You know what? Myles Garrett. We're talking about we could be talking about Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes, and then just talk about them, in their game, and then Brian will cut me off.
But you know what?
But Myles Garrett is the best defensive. He is. It don't matter.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the best player in football, but he's definitely the best defensive player I've seen in a long time. And he plays the run just as good as he plays the pass. And when they triple team him, everyone on his team benefits. The defense is better when they triple team him. Yeah. But then if you don't triple team him, he destroys your game plan.
Right. All right. So we're talking about running backs earlier. Todd brought up, will Derrick Henry get traded this week? If so, where he might go. And this is why we're talking about Tajay Spears might be a good big pickup that Jonathan said earlier, because in Dynasty, he really is going to take over.
Oh, yeah.
So, and this is why I kind of left it there. I should have said, Todd, hang on. If you're still here, awesome. But if I don't know, he might get traded. And if he does go somewhere, are we looking at Cardinals right now?
I think the Ravens. Ravens are the ones.
I mean, Ravens might be one, but again, hold on. Let me bring up.
I've heard Ravens. That's about the only team I've heard.
Ravens makes sense because
solid leaks.
The Ravens make sense because that division is so close. It doesn't matter like how good you are. The division is just so close, and you need something to put you over the edge.
But do you need
Lamar?
They got Gus Edwards.
Yeah,
he called out this past week against Detroit,
but he's never consistent. I've always liked Gus. He's not as consistent.
Henry hasn't been consistent this year.
But I think if you give him the ball a lot, and you put him next to Lamar, the way Lamar is playing this year, because Lamar's playing like an MVP. So you put him next to that, and you can't put these boxes, these 9-man boxes in front of him, 8-man, 9-man boxes, then watch out. And this might be a really good position for him for half a year, because it's only half a year.
Yeah. The Ravens can afford this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a small wiggle room, but they have $6 million that could probably move stuff around, kind of make it happen. So if that's a spot, man.
What do you think about like everybody in the Broncos basically being for sale?
I'm okay with
Patrick Surtain, Simmons, Judy, Sutton.
If
like almost anybody you want them,
but they keep on winning. But if they win, just watch this. They win one more game, all of a sudden that team is 3-5, or with the possibility of going to 4-5. You can't sell. If they win this week, you can't sell all your pieces.
That's true.
And that's where we're going to be. If they lose this week, then yes, everything must change.
Yeah, things change dramatically.
3-5, that's too close.
Yeah, isn't this the trade deadline this week?
Yeah, this week, 31st.
It's Tuesday.
So Halloween. Okay.
Yeah, so they go through this week's games
after week 8,
and then make that decision. This game,
I knew it was something to do with week 8. I just wasn't sure if it was before or after.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think the Broncos are just kind of fire selling everything right now.
But I mean, they've had most of these people in the trade block since the offseason, though, too.
Right. So,
I just think Peyton at this point just wants as many assets he can get for the draft.
I said what I said, but the next 2 games are against the Chiefs and Bills.
Oh, there you go. See,
it's going to be difficult.
You lose against the Chiefs,
then you're good. Then the fire sale's on. But if you win against the Chiefs and you go into your bye week, because they have a bye after that.
But they're not going to lose. They're not going to beat the Chiefs because Taylor's going to be there. So the Chiefs are undefeated when Taylor's there. So. And you'll be happy because Kelsey averages over 100 yards receiving when Taylor's there, and only like 40 when she's not.
But he still scores touchdowns. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was an interesting little thing. Someone was pointing out. I was like, really? We're calculating stats when Taylor's out of game now?
Hey, it don't matter who it is. If your girlfriend's there, you're going to try to ball out. And what's funny is because Mahomes says, oh, I look for him. If she's there, I'm looking for him. Hey, whatever it takes.
There you go. Here you go. Jonathan, real quick, had to squeeze in this about Maxx and Min Crosby. He's the type of guy who to bull rush the guard tackle, but Mark said Maxx, and he will fall down on purpose and not get the
like, oh, I missed.
Yeah. So,
it's crazy. QB hit. No, take that QB hit off. I went around him. I didn't touch him.
Yeah, he's 6'4", 2-something, jumping over the snapper and blocked the kick, got the strip, and gave Minshew a hell all day.
So that was that block was nuts.
But Myles Garrett's that all the time. It literally was 3 guys on them. You're in trouble. You're gonna lose.
He was carrying my team for like half the day. I'm like, how is this man better than everybody? Like, it happens, but literally, he was my highest score. I don't understand.
See, this IDP's already turned my mom around because we were watching that game because it was my sister, who obviously is a Browns fan. And every time we turned around, it'd be like 95. My mom's like, no.
Yeah. It hits
and then we'd be like, oh, they blocked it. And then Brain's like, that was Myles Garrett. And my mom's like, are you freaking kidding me right now? How many points is a blocked field goal? And Brain, they're like, that's a great question.
That's going to get – look, we're going to change that a lot, by the way. Yeah, we're going to change that a lot next year. Sure.
It should be more. I mean, that's an amazing play that you don't see often, and it takes a lot of will to be able to do it.
Yeah. So we'll change that up. But what's up, Anthony? How are you, man?
What up?
So I was just offered this. Okay, Cooper and Rachaad White for Henry, for Henry and Hubbard. I currently have Henry and Hubbard. Okay, so you get Cooper Kupp and Rachaad White. Hubbard's splitting time, and they're not really doing much in Carolina. Henry is also solid on the downfall, but he's kind of doing. Yeah, he's still like, man. Cooper Kupp, man, that's the name right there. That's like, you're basically doing this for Cooper Kupp.
Is that Cooper Kupp or is that Amari Cooper?
Amari Cooper. That's why I was wondering.
Wait. Cooper Kupp is.
That would be Kupp.
Is it Kupp? That's Kupp, but Cooper.
Yeah, is that if it's Amari Cooper?
That's Amari Cooper.
White,
but
there's no.
But everything else is like last names.
That has to be Cooper Kupp.
No, I think it's Amari Cooper. Whoever is called Cooper Kupp Cooper, no one. They go Kupp. They always put Kupp.
They always say Kupp.
I don't know, man.
So you're giving up Amari
First
Cooper
name basis, I guess,
and Rachaad White for Henry and Hubbard?
No. Oh, you giving up Amari Cooper?
I'm not doing this.
No, he's giving up Henry and Hubbard.
No.
And getting Cooper and Rachaad White. Not Kupp. See?
It's definitely Amari, not Kupp. All right, well, hey, look. All right.
Yeah. So.
No.
So Amari Cooper, you're trying to get Amari Cooper and Rachaad. Amari Cooper had no points this past week. Rachaad White's a hit and miss. No.
I'm not doing that. I'm keeping Henry and Hubbard. At least they're on the field. Rachaad White's not even injured, and sometimes he doesn't do anything.
Henry might be traded to another team and be the number 1 back for a playoff contender. Like, dude, even if you have Henry, why not hold on to him?
I gotta see this. What did Rachaad White do?
He had to be a lot because Cooper did nothing because Deshaun Watson can't stay on the field.
Yeah, he's not playing again this week. So,
it's a 4 to 6 week injury.
Yeah, I think he might go on IR.
Sorry,
Deshaun Watson is 4 to 6 injury. So he has like a tear in his rotator cuff. His labrum, because it's the same type of thing I had. It's a slight tear. Rotator cuff problem or a slight tear in your labrum. Usually you need surgery, but you can rehab it. That rehab takes 4 to 6 weeks, but you have to strengthen all the muscles around it.
It's the same thing that happened to Russ in his last year in Seattle.
Yep, exactly. And do you really want to have your quarterback
back and Russ? Terrible.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Even with Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland is winning with PJ Walker, and PJ Walker is terrible. Past terrible.
Between him and
Charles Barkley, it's terrible.
Yeah. DTR. I mean, look, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no.
I'm keeping Henry and Hubbard. Because if Miles Sanders goes down, Hubbard's the main guy.
Yep, and Miles he runs Sanders hard.
Is down. I thought Miles Sanders was hurt. Isn't he hurt?
He's probable for this week.
Oh, okay.
He's coming back. Going back to what I said earlier, do I move on from Aaron Jones? I'm still second in my league. I have Barkley, Breece Hall, and Rashad White. What are you going to get for him?
Yeah, for what?
I want Watson to be good so bad, but I can't defend his play right now.
I think next year. He had 2 years off. It's going to take some time. 2 years off is not just a mental part of the football game. It's also the physical. And you didn't play football for 700 days.
Mm-hmm. Man, I read this wrong. I read this so wrong.
I agree. Just confirmation, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the confirmation part. I said, "Wait, you agreed? No, no, you're good. Yeah, I'm not doing that. It's the Packers, dude. I don't understand what's doing. Dylan, is this Dylan's year? Maybe the second half.
He's talking about Deshaun.
Right, you're right.
Yeah,
2 minutes. Look, Aaron Jones. I feel like he needs another week of rest. They should have never brought him back. They should have had another week or so.
They should have put him on IR, gave him 4 full weeks.
Yes.
Heal up, and then come back, and then now you're going back after with a new pair of eyes, new pair of arms, and he's ready to go. But he wasn't ready.
I don't think he ever will be unless they give him a full amount of rest. Like, it's going to linger.
I almost wonder if you should put him on IR now.
He's not young. He can't heal as fast as he used to either. They should put him on IR. They got Dylan, and he's doing just fine.
Yeah, but they also don't know how to use running backs.
No, they don't. They don't know how to use bruiser backs, and Dylan's a bruiser back, where Jones is a speedster / bruiser, but it's like they don't know anything outside of that.
If Bakhtiari came back, I think their offense changes.
Maybe, yeah.
With him out, it just he's their best. He's their best offensive player.
Also, is it crazy?
Speaking of people who haven't played in like 2 years,
what's up?
Oh, it's a Bakhtiari. Speaking of guys who haven't played in 2 years,
yeah. Yeah. Also, is it crazy to trade Tyreek Hill for the house?
Yes.
Yes, it is crazy. Don't do that.
The dude's putting up like 1,000,000 yards.
He's on pace for 2,300 receiving yards, not all purpose receiving yards. The dude's averaging 146 yards per game.
He's winning people's leagues. Anybody who had Tyreek is winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're going to have to give up so much, and then at the end, what do you have left? Is it worth it?
No,
and if it's from Dynasty, I wouldn't.
He's talking about trading Tyreek.
No, he has Tyreek.
And he wants to trade him away.
Oh, boy, don't do that either. That's crazy.
Why would you even think to do that? I'm like, no.
Has he hit the running back age cap? I think so. And I think
unless you're getting like McCaffrey and
there's
Mahomes and like another receiver, I wouldn't be trading Tyreek.
For Tyreek, I want Mahomes and a good running back. Like I
said McCaffrey and Mahomes.
I don't know if you can get McCaffrey and Mahomes,
but there's no way you can get
McCaffrey and Mahomes, but I could take.
You'll get one or the other, but it ain't gonna be both. Yeah, no way.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like, if you're not getting at least those two players, don't do it.
Yeah.
Just keep them.
I agree. But yeah, so back to the Aaron Jones thing. Is he hit the? I think so, and I think we're seeing Henry being the same way. He's very sluggish. He's look. I said this before. The running backs kind of get to a certain point. They can't do as much. Like Cook, he's no longer Dalvin anymore. That dude's done. Like
he's cooked.
Yeah, he's very cooked.
Yes. But if you have Hill in Dynasty, I would think about possibly trading him this offseason. just because he already came out and said after his contract's up, he's done.
For Tyreek Hill, yeah.
You could trade him and get a lot, and then be like 2 years later, be like, not my problem.
I'm at a point where I'm looking at Kelsey.
Yeah.
I know he might have 2 or 3 great years ahead of him, right? But if I could get 2 first-round picks from him, maybe.
Right. Also, I worry a little bit with this whole Taylor thing because I know he has aspirations to get like in Hollywood and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And if something were to present itself, like how fast do you think he'd be like,
you don't give him You don't give him a
He gets a movie offer and he's done?
Right? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
No, I mean, unless he's going to be like the new Captain America. Like, it's not going to happen.
He loves the game too much. He's too good at the game.
And he has Patrick Mahomes throwing him the ball, and Andy Reid caught on up plays. Andy Reid's letting him to do what the hell he wants out there. He don't run routes. He just runs around for open spots and stops.
And he's always open. I don't understand.
Most likely wasn't going to do it. I'm not reading Hill unless I can get Prime Adrian Peterson at 2. Yeah, no.
Exactly.
You're not trading him.
Prime Adrian Peterson at 2008, Brady. Good luck with that.
Be in Hollywood film or get his 19 times a week though. Look, I think there's certain players that you can only.
That's what I'm saying. At some point, you get hit enough times, you don't want to.
No, but mentally, he's 32, and he's the greatest. 34. He's 34, but he's probably right now.
He's thinking about it. He's knocking the door.
3 more years. I feel like he's the greatest tight end of all time. Like he can touch Tony Gonzalez. That's how close he is. He can touch Tony Gonzalez.
I guess that might be the one deciding factor that keeps him.
I could be the greatest tight end to ever play football. Yeah. Whoa.
And then leave that way? Yeah. Why not?
Hey, would that be an interesting kind of draft? You can just pick players from like certain years. Like, I'm going to draft Barry Sanders from 1990 or whatever.
Give me Barry Sanders from any year. I'll take Barry Sanders any year.
Like, how crazy was it? I'll take Eric Dickerson when he rushed for 2,100 yards.
That would be the hardest draft.
Right?
Of all time.
But how would you even determine, like, how you win? Like, I don't know.
Because you know the stats.
You draft a player, but then you have to spin a wheel to see what year it is.
That's why you get Barry Sanders, because you only get 10 years, and all 10 of them are great. I'll take Barry Sanders from Oklahoma State. He's like the all-time leading rusher. Like, I'll take him all time.
It's when it comes to that, and here's the thing, Brian. Like next year, like we've been talking about the change in our league, right? Mm-hmm. And I know you being the Kelsey owner. Mark, when did it was like last week? Did I bring this up to you about the change?
How about the defense stuff? Yeah.
No,
we went over offensive changes.
We went over offense as well.
Oh,
yeah.
And without consulting or anything, Braden and I came up with the exact same idea.
Yeah, it was weird. And I'm like, okay, I'm glad
it was very weird.
Thought about this too, because the game has obviously evolved into, and fantasy football has evolved into what's the PPR, the super flex. And all that. So
yeah, he's taking Redskin kicker. I like
it. Give me the Browns kicker who scored like 23 points this past week.
Talk about positional advantage. Yeah, there you
go.
Right. But we were talking about just evolving the entire league itself to a half PPR format. Because that's what it seems to be now. Like even like everything's full PPR now, but the reason I can't fully like that because there be receivers out there with 16 catches and no yards, but yet they outperform the dude who ran 100. Like why? I just can't. I can't with that. So we were thinking. So this might change your Kelsey, whether you're gonna retire him or not on your roster, trading him away. Because we might go tight end premium and give the tight ends a little
PPR.
Oh my God! For tight end,
yeah. So Brandon and I had the same thought. Like, yes, the upper echelons might get even more thrown in the stratosphere, but the like really good, the medium ones would get a boost.
Yeah,
that just wasn't there before.
Right.
I understand that. That's okay. Now Kelsey has 3 first-round picks on him. So if you if anyone's watching this show, 3 first-round picks, and it's not G Money because I don't want G Monies.
He doesn't have 3 first-round picks.
Yeah, it'll be like 2026,
even with
2032, 2035.
What's crazy is nobody from our league watches this show. Like they do, they pop in.
I've seen Alejandro a couple times.
Alejandro comes in. Comes in. Sometimes Steve and Aaron. James come once in a while.
James,
but rarely. Like if they even talked or listened to what we had to say on the show at all, they would probably have the advantage over us.
Pumpy Fly was on our very first ever episode. That never will see the light of day.
That episode will never be released. So horrible.
I thought you were going to put Marco timeout for you saying it. No. Don't mention that first episode.
No, that episode was horrible.
Oh, no. We shot the whole thing, and then it wasn't until later we're like, is there
no one can hear it?
No, there was an echo.
There was an echo, and you could just hear me.
Yeah. Both me and Justin are like echoed out. But see, like when we were doing it, it sounded fine.
It's because it's coming through your headphones. If you are connected right to the microphone, you don't know the difference.
It wasn't being fed through the broadcast, so
yeah,
it's probably coming through the
because this was before StreamYard. Yeah, this before StreamYard. No, I had headphones. I had headphones, but
what the hell were we using, man? We were using
Streamlabs.
No. OBS.
OBS.
We were using OBS.
Yes.
With the communication of what was it?
Yeah, we were using like 3 or 4 different things.
It starts with an S. And we would Skype.
Oh, no, you were Skyping? Oh,
that's the only way we would have to back like 2 years ago. Skype was the thing that you would put into OBS, and then OBS you would go through OBS to the broadcast.
Yeah,
that was the only way to get it done.
And the problem with that is you never know what's going on. You can't even hear what's happening.
As a matter of fact, that's how the Get Right guys were doing it too. And I taught them how to do. I'm like, bro, you need to let that go. You're having the same problems we're having.
Yeah.
And they
posted it and everything. And then we were rewatching it and we're like, oh, this gotta go. This is awful.
Yeah. I think I was a guest on their show and I told them like, hey, you need to jump the ship on the Streamlab or the StreamYard stuff. He's like, what was that? So, all right, guys, let's get into this. Well, hold on. There's this one guy on TikTok who has a league of 5 players, no bench, and you can only make 2 moves all year, and a kicker who hits from 50 gets 100 points, and some guy has 3 players on IR and is done.
Oh, I said something in the nerd huddle with like a kicker, like kicks get 30 points for kicking a field goal. And some guy was like, yeah, I lost. He's like, I was up by like 50 points going into this one game, and this dude kicked 2 50-yard field goals, and I lost. Because he got 60 points for those 2 field goals.
50 is too common, man.
It is.
I told Braden we need StreamYard to give us 6 points for a 60-yarder. That seems so commonplace.
Sleeper, yeah.
You see at least 1 60-yarder a week now, almost.
I'm thinking if we could maybe put it up to vote and manually do it.
I like that though.
Point in there.
Yeah, they're more common, but here's the thing: I'm gonna add more negative points if they miss.
That makes sense too. You should have it.
That's the one part right there where people are like, "Oh, I don't know about negative points." Blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, next year you're gonna really hate your QB getting sacked. It's gonna be minus a whole point. So sometimes these QBs be getting sacked like 9 times a game.
So the last 2 weeks, Dustin Hopkins, the kicker from the Browns, has scored 18 and 22 points in regular format leagues.
That's my boy.
D-Hop, baby.
2 weeks. Yeah, he's the real D-Hop right now.
Oh, he is.
That's my guy right there. That's my kicker.
Ex-Washington kicker right there.
Unbelievable.
You got rid of him, and I was like, why?
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. All right, guys.
Let's do it.
We'll do this now. But today's episode, the title of today's episode on GridIron Hearts, as we do, Is NFL star witness their worst nightmares?
Oh.
Yes. Yes. So let's do that.
Sounds
Put
good.
that up.
Sounds fun. I like it.
And then remind me, I probably will review this and probably put the video out tomorrow. I have to do that tonight, or else I'll forget. So yeah, comeback player of the year. Yeah.
Let's go, Dustin. Man. All right, Will.
All right. Let me get the volume up.
Get the volume up.
All right. We got Diggs. Yes. What's going on now?
We got Diggs right here on the table. So let's do this.
I think Josh is holding me back again.
Hello, Stephon Diggs. For years, you've angrily thrown tablets. But today, the tablet is going to throw you. You have 5 seconds to simply say,
oh, he's on a tablet.
Anyone else for my problems? The clock starts now.
I'm sorry, man.
He's on a tablet.
I'm sorry. And it's so true that every time, every year, you know what they should have done, and they missed it, is they should have changed him in different uniforms. Or did they? Did they have him in a Minnesota one too?
I think Josh is holding me back again.
Hello, Stephon Diggs. For years, you've angrily
it's Bills.
Thrown tablets. But today,
they should have had him in a previous Minnesota Vikings one as well.
The tablet is going to throw you.
Respect the game.
You have 5 seconds to simply say, I do not blame anyone else for my problems. Clock starts now.
I do not. I can't do it. Throw me.
It said throw me.
They finally caught Kelsey.
He said throw me.
They finally caught Kelsey.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers load limit 500 pounds.
He took notes from Brady. Yeah, he did. Pittsburgh Steel load limit 500 pounds. Oh my gosh. All right.
They finally caught Kelsey.
My first professional death trap. So
You're on
blessed.
Oh, God, did they kill Belichick?
That explains the last few seasons.
Would you like to play a game?
Yes.
Sorry, I should clarify, not a football game.
No.
Aaron, you cheated. Father time with your injury recovery.
Medicine is alive, Mr. Pfizer.
You can leave, so long as you walk across artificial turf.
Oh,
Wow.
It says keep off real grass.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. In reference to 500. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, no. Grass exists for a reason.
You sick freak. John Robinson, you made the mortal sin of having a headache during a game.
Well, geez, sir. I sure am sorry if I offended.
Next to you is a razor. Either cut off your own hand or your coach's awesome new mustache.
Please, Bijan, you're a running back. You only need one hand.
I'm so sorry, coach.
It hurts so bad. Now just look like any other billionaire's son.
Travis, you've committed one of the worst sins, distracting from the precious game.
That is not blessed, bro.
Kill me, but don't get any blood on the Kelly Green jerseys. They're just too clean. Let him go.
I will. You just have to tweet. Taylor's Eras Tour is a great show, but Beyonce's Renaissance Tour is an experience.
I'm sorry, Tay. I'm trying so hard to be a gentleman.
I release you to the Swifties.
To the Swifties.
Oh
I
God.
release you to the Swifties.
She's gonna destroy you. Her song.
Puka, Cooper, there can only be one of you.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to kill Puka Nacua.
Aw, same to you, bro.
Then deal with the blades of death.
Joke's on you. We're Rams. We only know how to deal with opposing fans.
You'll never get us, bro. Life is too beautiful.
You thought I was dead, but what is truly evil will never die. Just ask the Bills.
Game over.
That's great. The evil genius was go check
It
the
was
entire
Bill,
time.
yep.
I love that.
That was good.
All right, let's watch the whole thing and then we'll watch towards the end.
No Easter eggs though. That was...
No, not that many. I mean, Johnson
Halloween.
did bring up the 500, being 500 away. So, but no, let's do that. Let's see what's at the end.
What the? I think Josh is holding me back again.
Hello, Stephon Diggs. For years, you've angrily thrown tablets. But today, The tablet is going to throw you. You have 5 seconds to simply say, I do not blame anyone else for my problems. Clock starts now.
I do not. I can't do it. Throw me.
Well, they finally caught Kelsey.
My first professional death trap. So blessed!
Oh, God, did they kill Belichick?
That explains the last few seasons.
Would you like to play a game?
Yes!
Sorry, I should clarify, not a football game.
No.
Aaron, you cheated. Father time with your injury recovery.
Medicine is alive, Mr. Pfizer.
You can leave, so long as you walk across artificial turf.
Oh, God! Oh, no! Grass exists for a reason!
You sick freak!
John Robinson, you made the mortal sin of having a headache during a game.
Well, geez, sir. I sure am sorry if I offended.
Next to you is a razor. Either cut off your own hand or your coach's awesome new mustache.
Please, Bijan, you're a running back. You only need one hand.
I'm so sorry, Coach.
It hurts so bad. No, just look like any other billionaire's son.
Travis, you've committed one of the worst sins, distracting from the precious game.
That is not blessed, bro.
Kill me, but don't get any blood on the Kelly Green jerseys. They're just too clean. Let him go.
I will. You just have to tweet. Taylor's Eras Tour is a great show, but Beyonce's Renaissance Tour is an experience.
I'm sorry, Tay. I'm trying so hard to be a gentleman.
I release you to the Swifties.
How dare you? She's gonna destroy you. First song.
Puka,
That's
Cooper,
good.
there can only be one of you.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to kill Puka Nakua.
Aw, same to you, bro.
Then deal with the blades of death.
Joke's on you. We're Rams. We only know how to deal with opposing fans.
You'll never get us, bro. Life is too beautiful.
You thought I was dead, but what is truly evil will never die. Just ask the Bills.
Game over.
Dan Campbell, I'd like to play a game. You were.
Let's do it.
Fire
up, baby. You saw us. We saw you right back. I don't need feet. I need yards.
Oh, God.
That was great.
He's right there. This got the test.
Oh, this was hilarious. Man.
Oh, man.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. Way better than last week's or the previous ones. Bill being Jigsaw is perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Look, there's still plenty of time. I don't know. Maybe New England can turn it around. I don't know. I don't see it happening, but holy crap, that was good.
I also don't see Bill Belichick going anywhere because I don't know if you guys know, but he signed a contract extension in the offseason.
Yeah, but they're talking about him being forced to retire after the season.
So retire.
But they would have to pay the rest of that off, right?
They have no problem paying it.
No. If he retires, they don't
have to pay anything.
Yeah.
No, they will not have to pay him.
Yeah, but I think the assumption is a team will trade for him because you could trade for him.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I specifically Washington. I can see that.
Only if they keep the enemy.
Just send him back to the Browns. Just
if you keep the enemy, I'm okay with Bill coming in.
I wouldn't mind him going to the Chargers, honestly.
No, that'd be too scary.
He would have to go to a defensive hurting team, like a team that needs
think about with the Chargers, exactly.
But they also have the pieces where he could easily take those people and turn them around
and make him great. You know,
I would be enemy and him.
Enemy and him will be good, I think, because he could do it for 2 or 3 years, and enemy could just take over, and then he have the tutelage of the two greatest coaches of all time.
What's one thing? But that's the only way you keep the enemy is if you go, hey, we're bringing in Bill, but it's short term, and you're gonna have him groom you to take over once he retires.
But even then, that's going to be hard because teams like Chicago. I don't think Chicago wants to be enemy. I'm not saying it, but teams like
you guys had how long to sign the enemy though? You could have gone the enemy the last time.
I'm not saying that it would be Chicago, but a team like an up and coming team that has an offensive. Because I think Stewart is going to be in Chicago.
He said, "Don't you dare send him to the AFC West."
Can you see that though? Him going against Patrick Mahomes.
I mean,
with talent on his team, and Herbert. Look, man, this NFL season has been so crazy. I don't even know what's going on. Like anything can happen. Like
I can't have a read on what's going to happen next. Like these, look, one thing I wish and I want for the next couple of weeks, or actually till the 31st, is can Jeremy Chin get traded?
I don't know, man.
Can Jeremy Chin get traded? That'd be great. Please make that happen. Fantasy gods, NFL gods up there, you listening? Can you please send my boy to a team that's hurting on safety?
I thought that he was going to go to Philadelphia. I thought that was going to happen.
Kevin Byard.
I mean, why not? Why not? Stop it! Stop it! No,
stop it!
It's just.
Where would you prefer Chin to get traded to?
Look, the Broncos suck at defense. If they could send Judy over there or Sutton over there, and something else,
Simmons.
Why would they? But why would they trade Judy for?
Because the Panthers are wanting a receiver.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but why would you give the Judy? Like Judy, I think could get a lot more than Chin. Chin's not even a starter on his own team right now.
Look, man, I don't know what the Broncos do. The Broncos made some stupid trades not too long ago. Why not make another one? All I'm saying is
I can see Sutton.
They can make something happen. Because Chin's a very good player, but the problem is he's not established he's not in their playbooks now because of the way they're playing this year. Their defensive scheme does not involve the nickel back. What you looking at? Why are you squinting? What's going on?
I didn't know he was on IR.
What?
I didn't realize he was on IR.
He is on IR.
I didn't realize that.
Yes.
Well, if he's on IR, I don't think he can get traded.
I don't think he could be traded.
Is that a rule?
I believe
you have to pass the physical.
Yep.
And if you're obviously hurt, you can't pass the physical.
That's right. No, you're absolutely right. All right, forget everything I just said the past 5 minutes. We'll just erase everything. My bad.
All right.
Yeah, pretty much. But look, all I know is the Panthers are going to try and get a receiver.
That's what they've been trying. They're contacting everybody.
Yeah.
Guys, T. Higgins, would you go to Cincinnati and say, I'll give you a second-round pick for T. Higgins?
I think they're going to want more. They don't have a first-round pick.
I don't know. He's not giving you much right now, and they can't afford him. They're going to lose T. Higgins.
A second and like
a fifth, a second and the fifth.
Yeah. Why would deal with the contract? You get picks out of it.
You have you have the picks. Why not do that? Go see. I'm gonna give you a second and a fifth. Give me T. Higgins. You already don't have your first round pick, but T. Higgins is good as having a first round pick.
Right.
To pair with Bryce, I think that's what you do. You have the money. That's the team. That's the trade I will expect to see. That would be cool.
Or do they go to the Bengals because I heard they've been shopping Burns.
Burns is also one of those guys that been.
Do you go straight up Burns for Higgins?
Keep
Burns, your second round pick.
But Burns has how many years left in his contract?
I thought he just re-upped like 2 years ago.
So I think he still has 2 years left on his contract after this year.
I think he's on his rookie contract still.
Brian Burns? I thought he signed an extension.
Wouldn't Chase be cheaper though?
Because he's not playing that well this year.
Wouldn't he be a cheaper price to get Chase rather than Burns?
They're not going to give up Chase though.
No, they'll never.
They already said so.
You talking about T. Higgins or because they're not?
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Chase
this is
Chase Young. I'm
sorry.
Chase Young. Oh,
Chase Young.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm talking about Chase Young, not receiver. I'm talking about Chase Young.
Chase Young, you can get for a second round pick. Right
Chase
now.
Young would be cheaper than Brian Burns.
Yeah, you can get it right now. Second round pick.
That's what I'm saying. Because here's the thing: like Derrick Henry can go.
We were talking about the wrong Chase. Sorry.
No, yeah, I'm talking about Chase Young.
Yeah.
There's moves that Chase Young can move.
Because he might not get traded.
Yeah.
It might be Sweat.
It might be Sweat. It might be Chase.
They're shopping both of them, and whoever gives them the best offer for either player, they might pull the trigger.
Who's the other Vikings DN that they're trying to the other D lineman? Danielle Hunter.
Danielle Hunter.
Danielle
yeah.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that might get. One of those guys are going to be moved.
No, I'm wrong. So
he's an unrestricted free agent next year.
He's an unrestricted free agent next year for Brian Burns.
Who's this?
Brian Burns. They're both.
So they didn't even pick up his. They didn't even pick up his 5th-year option. Was he not a first-round pick?
3, 4. Oh, this is his 5th year.
He's a second, I think.
Oh, this is his 5th year.
This is his 5th year. He was first round, number 16 overall.
Was he first?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was first round. This is his 5th year because he has 4 years of experience already in sleeper. So yeah, this is his 5th year, and he's an unrestricted free agent.
Yeah.
So I heard they're looking at trading him. So if you swap him for Higgins,
I'm trying to
kind
think
of in the
of
same
who is
situation
trying to
with
get
both
themselves
of
the
them.
D line.
I mean, I know Chicago.
Frank Clark got traded.
Yeah.
No, Frank Clark got released.
Oh, he got released, so he just signed with somebody.
So he's visiting Seattle right now.
That's who it was.
I heard they picked him up.
That's who it was.
Frank Clark. I know he visited. I don't
Seattle.
think today he was visiting.
Oh, Braden got a notification not too long ago before I came up here that he got picked up by him.
I mean, could.
So I thought he was traded.
No, he was released.
Well, then Seattle's out of the market then.
Yeah, it's just Frank Clark though. He could still be in the market.
So so who would be cheaper, Danielle Hunter out of all them?
No, he is the oldest. He is the oldest.
You could probably throw him a 3rd or a 4th, probably a 4th. I don't know. Look, there's gonna be a move. There's always one big name that gets moved and it throws the league. What's up?
I gotta read this to you guys. So Devon Witherspoon on Watson being ruled out. Said, I guess the doctors over there in Cleveland told him he can't play, and he's finally taking no for an answer.
That's almost as bad as Brady Quinn because he got into a social media argument with someone about Deshaun Watson because he was talking about how he was cleared to play like a week after the injury that he chose not to, and like all this back and forth. And someone was like, "You don't know him. Why are you attacking him?" And then freaking Brady Quinn goes, "Well, maybe we'll just massage this out and we'll both get a happy ending." That was his response.
On national TV, he said that. Wow.
No, he said it on an X.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like a X.
Why would you go there, man?
Back and forth. I was like, oh man. Oh man, that's bad.
Wow.
All right, so I'm looking. I got like multiple tabs, and I'm looking at some crazy spots, man. Okay. Derrick Henry to the Browns.
That would suck.
Patrick Surtain to the Eagles.
No,
I heard that.
Ryan Tannehill also to the Browns. So I don't know how they would do that.
Probably in a big trade.
In a package.
Tannehill, they're probably paying the Browns to take Tannehill at this point.
Yeah, you have to cover his contract. That's what
I heard. I did hear they're. I think they're looking at firing Will Levis up.
I heard both of them are going to play this week.
Yeah.
Malik Willis will start, and Will Levis and him were.
I don't even know if Will Levis is suited up for a game, so that's what I said. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
We'll see. The other one is Danielle Hunter to the Ravens. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. There's an actual little like potential what might happen. So Derrick Henry to the Browns. A 24 pick, a 24 third-round pick, and a 25 6th-round pick.
Wow,
so that's 3rd and a 6th.
For who?
For Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
That sounds about right for
he was
being
about to turn
as
30, and he's been very unproductive this year.
He's been okay.
And this is where they've messed up, though. I feel like if they had traded him before the season, they could have got a lot more.
No, he's old, but Derrick Henry is still RB8.
I understand that, but I'm just
saying. So you're saying he's been unproductive. I'm saying he's not unproductive.
He had
on the right team.
On the right, I'm not saying on the right team he could, but I'm saying for the fight, if they had elected to not play him and traded him, they would have gotten more, I feel like, in the offseason than they will now.
the Browns can pull that off, and the Titans would be okay with it. If the Browns approached the Titans and said, "I'll give you a 24 third and a 25-6," I think the Titans will take it because he has not been productive as much as he used to.
I think the Browns need a running back, though.
The Browns would get him for cheap.
But I think Kareem Hunt and Ford are more than capable of holding the load. They need a quarterback.
Yeah. Anyways, that was the first one. Then there's another one that says the Broncos, Patrick Surtain to the Eagles for 2 first-round picks, 24 and a 25, and a 25 third.
So the Eagles are going to mortgage. They got to replace Sly, I guess.
For Patrick Surtain.
Or Slay, not Sly. Slay,
yeah.
They got to replace Slay.
And then the Browns go back for a 24 fifth-round pick for Tannehill.
Interesting.
Of next year. So just a fifth.
I wouldn't give him a fifth. Hey, remember I said Cortland Sutton to Carolina Panthers?
Hey.
Is that in there?
That is, in the talks right now.
Would it be crazy if Kyler comes back and then the Cardinals trade and the Cardinals are like, oh, here, you just had Dobbs back.
The Browns?
They can afford both of them.
I think that would be interesting.
So Danielle Hunter to the Ravens, a 24 second round pick, a 24 fifth round. So a second and a fourth of next year.
So a second for Danielle Hunter. Interesting.
A second and a fourth. Or a fifth. Second and fifth.
That's funny you said that because I see Chase Young to the Jaguars for a second and a fourth.
That makes sense.
Okay.
It's a little younger.
Him and Josh Allen? Oof.
I know. Exactly. Ugh.
And then with the mix of Walker, that'd be crazy.
That would be a really good defensive line. And now
fresh legs.
The Jags are going to look interesting. Wow.
And then the other one was the Commanders. You're talking about Chase Young right now, but the whole signing of Clark changes it though, right? Because it says Chase Young to the Seahawks for a 24 third and a 25-6.
Oh, that's awful. Can we go to the Jaguars one, please? The Jaguars are willing to give me a second and a fifth. I'd take that over a third and a fourth.
I think he's a second round pick, period. I don't think why would you give anything more than that unless it's a bidding war? But he's not playing well enough to be in a bidding war.
Right. And then another one was Saquon to the Dolphins.
He's not getting traded, though.
He's not getting traded. They
already came out.
Okay, so it's already out. All right.
Yeah, he said we're not trading him. He went and told him.
He sat down with Barkley and said we're not trading him. So unless they turn around and trade him, that's pretty messed up.
Now, if you do that, you're gonna lose every free agent ever.
All right, we're not trading it.
Garrett Bowles to the Jets, which would be kind of interesting. A 24 third round and a 25 fifth round. So the Jets would just upgrade on their line, which would be an upgrade, really.
That'd be interesting.
Because it's not like he's probably the only well, hold on. He's probably the only good lineman they have. Well, no. Decently. But I don't know. The Jets probably would put him next to freaking Mekhi Becton and
they got to protect
Elijah Vera
back. So
say what?
So they got to protect Rodgers when he comes back in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
that's funny. What I'm seeing right now because I'm seeing Ezra Cleveland to the Jets. He's a Minnesota offensive guard, and that Bakhtiari might get released before the trade deadline.
No.
Damn.
And can you imagine them picking that up? They go all in for Aaron Rodgers. And then Rodgers comes back.
Bakhtiari is going to go somewhere, and he's going to be like the best offensive lineman ever.
He's going to the Jets. If they release him, he's going to the Jets.
Why would you go back to the team you just got released from?
Bakhtiari.
I'm thinking of Becton. I'm sorry.
No, so
I thought you said Mekhi Becton.
No, he's talking about
Bakhtiari going to the Jets. So and being that left tackle on the left side, they replaced the right guard. They replaced the left tackle. They have Mekhi Becton. They have a line all of a sudden.
in a single week.
In 1 week, they go one fell swoop. They just replace everybody. And, as I said, Bakhtiari is Aaron Rodgers' best friend. He was his best man in his wedding.
Oh, man. These next two are interesting. Justin Simmons to the Steelers for a 24 third round.
Man, Simmons and Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. And then the next one, interesting, which I'm interested in this one. Just to see how it plays out if it happens. Unlikely, but a 24 third and a fourth and a fourth round picks. Okay, so all next year, a third and a fourth. Jerry Jeudy to the Cowboys.
That I can see.
Terrible.
That I can see Jerry Jeudy going to the Cowboys, and I can see it for a third and fourth. Yes,
I can see him as a very good number 2.
Oh my goodness.
Good number. Like they're
on
almost
that team.
equal.
All of a sudden, Dak Prescott becomes a great quarterback again because you got elite talent on the wide receivers again.
He becomes the best of the trash. It's crazy that these trades will affect. I understand that it'll affect our lineups, right?
Yeah.
But for Dynasty, it impacts even more because you're stuck with these guys.
Yep.
Okay. Like,
it can send your players' value through the roof. It can send your players' value plummeting.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. Like, I've been. It's weird because I look at Mark's team and I'm like, you have a receiver I need, and I have a receiver you need, or are we just talking about swapping of the QBs? But I know we both love the receiver we have. And Mark, you already know what I'm talking about. But the QBs, Mark has the better QB. So,
well, maybe.
No, I don't know. Is Purdy's better than Dak? I don't think so.
I think so.
I think Dak's going to end up with. I think Purdy's going to come back to light, come back to the mean, and I think Dak is going to have a much better second half of the season.
He usually does.
That's what he always turns it up. And if you give him a new toy like Jerry Jeudy,
yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So, but other than that, though, man, other than the Wednesday night moves in our league, I got nothing else.
No.
I got one question
Zach
for you
Evans,
guys.
Joshua Sweat. Look, JOK is back on free agency. There you go, Mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get him right now.
And Tyson Bagent is actually picked up.
Wow.
This man's struggling.
Secret Bagent man.
He's struggling. These moves are desperate moves.
Who the hell picked up Bagent?
That video that I sent in the Nerd Huddle with that Bears guy that sings, he releases a new song every week. He's freaking hilarious.
Yeah?
Yeah, you should check him out on TikTok.
All right. Well,
he's pretty. This last week he was Secret Bagent man.
Dude, people are saying Bagent should replace Justin Fields after he threw for 162 yards and 2.1 yards in the air. Mm-hmm. Like that, he averaged 2.1 yards in the air, and they're like, he ain't shut around plays. I was like, man, come on, guys. I talked to Tank about it last night. Yeah, it doesn't even make sense.
It's just Justin another Fields Magic Mike situation.
Exactly. Justin Fields threw for 300 yards each of the last two games before we got hurt.
Sorry, Brian. Field sucks, Brian.
It's like,
I don't
what
care
you talking about?
Threw a million
it doesn't count when you throw for 300 yards on the Commanders. That's equivalent to like 200
he did it the
yards
week before.
A good defense, okay?
He did it the week before, and then he threw for like he's 7 touchdowns.
Brian.
Exactly. They're like, Bagent threw for 162 yards. I was like, if Justin Fields played, he might threw for 300 again. What are you guys talking about? This is stupid. I hate Chicago sometimes. Yeah, I said it.
But I don't know. You guys got anything else?
Oh, I saw this weird scenario. Instead of trading either Sweat or Chase Young, do you think we could trade Jonathan Allen? He's not happy. I don't know if you heard about his tirade after our loss to the Giants, but
no, I did not.
very expletive filled. 7 effing years of this here shit. I'm effing tired of it. So I thought we have the other defensive tackle that we drafted out of Alabama.
I bet Ron Rivera's like, hey, when do we get him on the team?
Yeah.
Who's this?
So, I don't know.
Why is he crying?
This is an interesting concept I saw. Like trade him and then use his money to keep both of them.
I don't know if you need to do that. But okay, real quick. This is not even for me. I just want to know, what would you guys do? Because I had this question. Would you start CJ Stroud or Jared Goff this week?
Oh, was this from like yesterday's show?
From yesterday. I want to know what
you guys were getting start sits way before the waivers were even going through.
Yep.
I'm like, why are we asking start sits when we haven't even seen who the hell we got on waivers yet?
Yep.
And I feel like we haven't gotten any today. It's weird.
It was baffling me. What's up, Michael? Coming in late.
What is up, Michael?
CJ Stroud against the Panthers or Jared Goff
at home against the Raiders. And that's the big thing right there.
It's at home. It's against the Raiders, who just didn't look good last week. But CJ Stroud has been amazing. He's going against an 0-6 team, and a team that's in shambles right now. I said Goff because he's at home, but I can understand someone say CJ Stroud. I really can.
I'm leaning Goff here.
This is actually really good because you have Stroud and I have Goff. So
yeah,
I'm leaning Goff.
I'm leaning Goff as well, but I mean, I feel like this is again one of those things where we're splitting hairs because I think both quarterbacks will have upwards to 30.
Yeah,
like 25 to 30 points.
So no matter who you start, you're winning.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you're talking about a difference of like 5 points maximum. Probably.
That's probably gonna be but them 5 points might make the difference.
You could.
I could see easily Stroud getting 33 points, and I think Goff could get 35. I think it's gonna be 2 points. It's that close, but they're both gonna do really, really well.
Yeah,
and I think it really depends on your receivers.
I'm gonna say Goff on that one.
I lean Goff too, but that's why I said.
Did they have any like double stacks with any of them? Because I might lean that way.
If you have Laporte
or
Amon-Ra, then you know you're going with Goff.
That's the
but
decision.
Then if you have Collins,
if you have Nico Collins, then you're probably gonna go Stroud.
All right.
You might even go if you got Tank Dell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those are things you gotta think about it.
That's a good question.
Chiefs or Eagles? I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Going Chiefs. I'm going Eagles.
I'm going Eagles too.
Oh, who are they playing?
Washington.
Oh,
they're gonna have. Like
I just saw an easy matchup against the Broncos. I was like, yeah, I'll go Chiefs. But then I didn't realize that they were.
We let the Giants get like 8 sacks. The Bears got 6 sacks. Like you play us, and your defensive line looks like the best defensive line on earth. So,
and the Bears don't even have defensive linemen. We don't even have defensive linemen.
The fact that you guys got 6 sacks is still mind-boggling to me.
Correction. Todd, I am going to go Eagles here. Well, because I just knew in my mind that the Broncos are just an easy team, right? Like, sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, but you guys don't have Bolton.
Yep.
Yeah, the Chiefs don't have Bolton.
Oh,
and they've been. I mean, even Chris Jones has been off.
You're gonna go Eagles.
Sorry, Chiefs fans. I cursed the man. I made him my captain.
And then all of a sudden,
next year, Braden and I are just not naming captains, and we'll just lose the money. We don't care. Because both of our captains have done absolutely nothing this year.
Yeah, but had you gone TJ Watt this year,
you'll be leading.
He'd be hurt.
You'd be hurt.
He'd be hurt, without a doubt. He'd be hurt. It's trust me.
No problem, Todd. Look,
but hey, I can prevent you from getting it for picking.
I agree with the Eagles.
Garrett, so that's all that matters.
I was this close to making Garrett, but the hype on Micah was like he's going to do way more this year. And I fed the news. I was like, I did like him as my captain last year. I'm gonna run it again.
It's just the thing is Garrett gives you tackles along with the sacks. So he'll get you 16 sacks. He's gonna get you 70 tackles. He's going to give you something crazy.
That. Michael was also doing that too.
Yeah, but he's never been triple teamed. Garrett hasn't not been triple teamed his entire career. Like, he has to be triple teamed all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. But so far, I'm in the running. I'm in the running for it.
You still are.
Yeah, Josh Allen has been like saving me right now. So
yeah, it's funny because like I don't think anybody who picked anybody on defense is winning anything.
No, everybody's
offense, all 4 positions. Like someone picked a running back, McCaffrey leading. He's got a quarterback, Kelsey.
You know what makes no sense is how Javi never picked Fuse Aluakon.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Even though how many times have we talked about that dude?
I'm just waiting for Javi to drop him because he's going to be the next guy. Like,
yeah, there you go.
Right? You gotta go through me, buddy. If I ever see that guy on there, I'm like putting the waiver in. My mom will call me like, "Who should I pick up on waivers?" Not a little.
Not him.
Stay away from that guy. He's trouble.
You know, the issue with what's going on with her is how she's losing. Like, she got lucky last week. Like, all her players hit last week, so good for her. The issue is she has players who haven't done anything all season on there. She just sent someone to the IR, and instead of replacing that player, she left it open. Instead of getting, like, she has had the #1 waiver week in, week out, and doesn't do anything with it. Her last move that she did was on September 28th. How do you expect to win?
Yeah, I yelled at my dad
Just
the
by
other day
luck.
about that.
Say what?
I yelled at my dad about that the other day. Because it was Monday and he was, it was yesterday. It was Tuesday. And he was looking at the waivers because both of his tight ends are on IR now. Poor guy.
Don't say poor guy. He scored 160 points.
For him because he goes, "Oh, I got to put both my guys on the IR." I was like, "You had 2 IR slots available? What?"
I don't understand.
But he's over there looking, and I was like sitting there, and I was like, "Why don't you ever help mom? Like when you're looking at the waivers and stuff, why don't you go, hey, Patty?
Why? You guys are such a competitive family. It's hilarious."
Yeah, he is.
CJ Stroud or T-Law?
My Braden and I were like, he probably doesn't want her to pick up the person he wants. So he's like, I'm not gonna go help her.
Exactly.
It's CJ Stroud, T-Law. I'm going
CJ Stroud.
And T-Law, and yeah.
T-Law did good last week. Don't get me wrong, but he's also going against the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm going CJ Stroud, definitely.
And if Justin Simmons gets traded, then no. Justin Simmons gets traded this week to the Steelers. But no, I'm regardless of the fact, I'm not doing T-Law against the Steelers. No way. Yeah, get off your high horse. Come back, T-Law. You're good. Just
not that good.
Not this year. No, I think he's gonna be that good eventually. But
I think T-Law right now is top 7.
He's having a weird year.
Yeah, I don't know. Hubbard is much better than T-Law. Much better.
Yeah. 10-team PPR, need 2 flex. Godwin, Cortland Sutton, Nico Collins, or Deontay Foreman.
I don't even know Deontay Foreman is going to start this week.
You think Johnson's going to take over?
I think Roshan, because he blocks better. He's an all-around better, running back all around. Deontay Foreman gets touches. He gets touches, but Roshan's going to start.
Yeah,
that's what everyone's saying.
So we're gonna go Nico for sure, right?
I'm going Nico for sure. Yeah, Nico's for sure, and then out of these 2, maybe Godwin.
I agree.
They're playing tomorrow against the Bills.
Yeah, I know, but
the Bills give up points.
You're gonna put
that's true.
Put Sutton against the Chiefs.
Yeah, you still give up points. So
I'm not putting Sutton against the Chiefs.
Godwin and Collins.
So.
Final answer.
Godwin. Say what?
I said Nico Collins and Chris Godwin. Final answer.
No, Godwin and Collins. You're good.
Yeah,
that's what we're kind of going with. So, damn, I might do another episode tomorrow. Did a Thursday one. It turned out all right, so I might come back for a little bit and we'll talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills. So if you guys want to come, there's a good chance I might do it. I did last Thursday. I'm gonna probably do it again tomorrow.
I got bad news for you. Wherever you go out, Martin, there will be baseball on. Because the Diamondbacks made the World Series.
I understand.
Oh, not tomorrow. It doesn't start till Saturday. So if you go out this upcoming weekend,
you're okay Thursday, but after that,
yeah, you're good tomorrow because the game.
No, I'm gonna stay home until the whole baseball season's done with. Look, I don't like. It was just like, why am I listening to this crowd? But it has nothing to do. Like the crowd wasn't in sync with what's going on. I'm like, and then I looked around behind me. I'm like, oh, it was like a whole wall of a corner football, and then baseball over here. I was like, well, that makes perfect sense. It's the World Series or the playoffs right now. So
hey, it's the World Series, and it's funny. The World Series is equal to a regular football game.
If you're in this chat, I would probably say you may or may not agree with that. Because there might be some baseball fans that are a lot higher than they are on football.
You can hate on the whole Travis Kelce and Taylor thing, but those games are pulling in Super Bowl level numbers.
And those games are also are tripling what they got for the NLCS and the ALCS. Tripling the number.
Mm-hmm.
So
like it's crazy the amount of viewers that are tuning into Chiefs games all of a sudden. It is insane.
Oh, Taylor brings them in.
Yeah.
You get fed to the Swifties, all right? That's what happened.
I think the funniest thing, though, Braden has sent in a long time was it goes Swifties after like 16 weeks of watching football, and it had like a video of John Gruden going out on a play. He's like, we're going to go here, flank right, do this. I was like, I can see it. After like 10 weeks, these Swifties are going to know what's up probably.
All right. Yeah. All right, Michael. I'll talk to you later.
Later, man.
It was fun. Nice show tonight, guys. Thank you. Yeah. Of course. Come back. And again, tomorrow I'll probably more than likely do break down those two teams. And we'll talk a little bit start sit as well. Again, Mark, if you want, join. If not, it's cool. I managed. I mean, I've done.
Give me like a heads up. I didn't even know you went on last Thursday, honestly.
I think I texted you, but I don't think you realized.
To after he was our elf.
Yeah, it was a short 30 minutes, man. It was nothing.
Okay. No
so you're good. You're good. But yeah, see you later. Have a good night, get some sleep, and good luck tomorrow in your lineups if you don't see us again or if wherever you got to do. So again, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. I'll see you Sunday for sure with the rest of the guys, and I might be back tomorrow for the Thursday game. So
got spike bets to pay.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, you got spike bets to pay, Sir Martin.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's at least two apparently. One for Brian, one for me.
I'll take them. I'm not gonna. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Later.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. When I watch me elevate.